Want to let you guys know that I have a brand new community forum on destructiveburn.com. Here, you can create your own DIY projects or any of the categories on the left-hand side. I'm currently working on the Boombox project, so I have a few images in here that are new, and I'm still currently working on it. So if you have any suggestions for me, you can post them in here if you really wanted to, or add your own. Welcome back to part 6. This should be the final part of this video. We'll see. Hopefully it will be before I actually do my test videos with this one and the old original one, which I haven't done yet. But in this video, what I'm going to do is, finally, since these came in, these are my RCA auxiliary imports. That way I can use like tape deck, pretty much anything, old consoles. I can just plug it into here if I really wanted to, just anything really. But yeah, these ports right here. So this is the female. Once I threaded, I just put my cord or my cable onto this end here. And then, yeah, this is what I'm going to be using for auxiliary in. So I got my 2 switches, I got my USB, I got this, that'll go in the middle here. So right at the moment, what I'm doing is I'm just measuring out where I want them to be. I haven't did the measuring yet. I'm still working with the bits. That way you can just drill into it and then call it good. I'm going to paint this. And then I'm going to stick it in here. And I'm going to connect all these cables. There's a couple more I need to connect as well. I'm going to make them nice and neat like I did with this, but they're going to come out this way. Might actually hang a bit. Also going to do the ground from the front plate to the back plate. That way this is grounded as well. It has to be grounded because both of these share the 3rd pin. So you got your left and right, and then you have your ground. So yeah, both of them share the ground. So that definitely has to be hooked up. So there's going to be 3 wires with that. But yeah, switches, USB ports, and we already got the high and low phase wires just dangling there waiting to be connected. And yeah, this is what I was waiting for a while now. So awesome. I'm going to go ahead and get this thing ready. So this is now ready to go. I have it all drilled here. So this is the high and low switches, which you can see one of these switches in here. Give you a rough idea. And one of these, this will be the right hand side, left, another switch facing the other way. And USB will be here. So everything's good to go with this. I can now paint this and then move on to the rest of the wiring to the back. All right, it's the next day. I painted this last night and everything's good. I put the switches in here. I got the auxiliary in. The USB will go in later. But yeah, it's pretty much ready to go. I'm going to use double-sided tape to go all the way around this. And then I'm going to set this on and then screw it into place. And then from there, I'll start working with some of the cables. And then the USB will be last. So the plate has now been added. Use double-sided tape, stuck the plate on, use a bunch of screws. I don't think it's going to go anywhere. Do you? That's a lot of screws. But yeah, it's really rock solid now because of all the screws. And yeah, have a look here. There's the switches. Auxiliary in, the USB port still not in there yet. That will be after. That's the last thing. But ground wire spot, and yeah. All right, so I'm pretty much ready to get this back plate on now. I have a wire here, that way I can connect and disconnect at any time I want. Instead of desoldering this, I can connect and disconnect here. I'll be able to do the same with this just by pulling out the USB. I had a major screw up, and I was running this thing too with the screw up. I guess apparently over at the relay here, I ended up screwing up with putting in the wires for the high and low phase on here, and basically I was bridging both of the negative and positive, so that's probably putting a lot of strain on that, although it showed no signs of causing any problems. But I did correct it. So here is, what side is this? I don't even know. This is the right tweeter center. This here is the ground right here. So that will connect over on that side. We got the 2 spade connectors right here. These will go onto that. And yeah, the other side. So everything is now pretty much done. I have straps here to make it look nice and neat. I will adjust it though. I'm just going to be hanging like this. So yeah, that's how it's going to go inside the box. I'm going to strap this up as well and make it look nice and neat, because we don't want that dangling around. But I'm just kind of thinking if I want to take my video shots first, because I do want to make a video preview of how this thing sounds, and I do want to do like a cinematic view of everything. And once I close this thing up, I won't be able to do the inside cinematic. So yeah, I'm just kind of thinking ahead of time on that. But yeah, it's pretty much done and ready to go. So I have all the video clips that I want for the inside. So when I do that audio test video, I have as many as possible for the inside. But yeah, I got to wire all that up now. And this looks all nice and neat. It's going to hang like that, as I mentioned. This is all nice and tied off now properly. I did a couple more tie downs at the bottom there. Everything's nice and neat all the way across, including up here. Got my tie down for the USB port, because the cable is going to loop and hang right there while it's connecting down here and straight to here. I'm not sure how well that's going to go yet, but yeah, it looks all right. The inside looks good up there. Everything's good there. All good over there. It's been tied down here for the ground. The ground still has to come out. As you can see, all the cables right here. There's the ground. It goes down here where I scraped it off. Looks nice and shiny. Anyway, I'm going to wire it up. So you're hearing that through here. Yeah, it works. Oh, this cord sucks. Sounds pretty good, actually. And everything is all wired up. I just want to put some silicone around some of the edges. I did put hot glue everywhere around here, but a little bit of silicone just to make sure that it's fully sealed. It just sounds strange. Alright, so this boombox is now completed. Sounds pretty good. Got my fast charger up there, which is already fully charged my phone. Awesome. It was almost dead. Here's the back end of it, so you get to see it. So we have the QC 3.0 fast charger on the right. We have the auxiliary in the middle. And we have the low and high phase tweeter switches there. Just basically lowers the volume of the tweeters or puts it back to its original highs. I'll let you hear that here right away. Low, high, Alright, so I've run into an issue in between my cell phone and the Bluetooth module on this Class D amplifier. Now, for some reason, the cell network on my phone is screwing up the Bluetooth. I don't know what the heck is going on. They must be on the same frequency of some sort. But if you hear that noise, besides the birds. Yeah, it goes away when I put flight mode on. Now it's gone completely. Alright, so I have no idea what is going on there, but for some reason the Bell network, I don't know if it's the Bell network or not, but either way, the cell service is screwing with the Bluetooth module on this Class D amplifier. Now, I thought it was just this one that it was doing it to, but I brought out the big one and it's doing it on here as well. Let's see if we can open this thing up, turn it on. I'll let you hear it on here too.
Tune in every Thursday at 11:50 for tip.
Yeah, that's kind of annoying, but it doesn't seem to do it up here. So I'm not really sure what the deal is with that. But I thought it was my Boombox, something went wrong in the inside, and I was thinking, okay, maybe I gotta change out some modules or put some diodes on some of the lines or maybe some capacitors. And nope, apparently it's the cell service that is screwing with both of these, not just one, but two of the Class D amplifiers. So that, I don't know if it has something to do with the Samsung S10, but I did take out the SIM card out of this phone and I did try it again and I wasn't getting that at all. And even with the flight mode, as you were already able to hear, having it enabled stops that frequency sound and it shows right back up. Get rid of it. That's just kind of annoying. So a good thing I didn't put the fast charger and build it in on the top. And yeah, I guess the phone's gonna have to stay away from that one. It seems to be all right with this one at a distance away. But I wanted to show that to you guys that I found very strange. All right, there's one last thing I need to do. Weigh it. Let's see how much it weighs. Let's get up on the weigh scale. There we are. And how much do you weigh? 29.8. There we go. Now we know how much this thing actually weighs. 29.8. This one weighs exactly 55 pounds. 29.8. Alrighty. Well, now we know. This Boombox is now completed. There's nothing I can do about the cell service issue, though. That should be an issue with the manufacturing of this and trying to block out those frequencies. But yeah, this thing is fully functional. It's doing exactly what I want it to do, and it sounds pretty darn good. So yeah, I'm done with this video. That's it. The next video will be actual sound quality to this. Hopefully it goes good. I don't know. I'll have to set up some microphones and hopefully I can make it sound just as good as how I'm hearing it. I know it's really hard to do when you just got junk microphones, but the Yetis should help out a little bit on that situation. For the outside sound, there's nothing I can do about that, so yeah, I don't know. But yeah, I also want to do that same type of video on this thing as well. My favorite Boombox. This one here hasn't actually got a sound quality video yet, so it's going to end up getting one too. So yeah, look out for both of those. Then I want to do a comparison video, I guess, see which one I really like the best. So far my money is on that one. That sounds more full range than this one. It sounds like this one's missing the mid sound to it. Because you get your high, you get your low, but like nothing in between. But that's how I designed it. This one here has more speakers to it. So yeah, as you can see here, I'll show you. Let's take that off. As you can see, there's more speakers on this one than the other one. So yeah, of course, it's going to sound a little bit more full range than the other one will. But yeah, that's it. There's nothing else I can do on this video. The build of it is not completed. Please rate, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.